Hey guys, so I'm gonna lose these because all they do is reflect everything. So for today's video, I thought I would just do a little recap on Pagan Pride, because honestly I was going to do one and then clip it onto the video that I shared yesterday of Pagan Pride, but I was so incredibly exhausted that I didn't have the energy. And yeah, so I just decided that today I would do a short video just to talk about Pagan Pride and my experiences at it this year and all that. I wanted to record more, but I was with a handful of friends and I was trying not to spend a ton of time on my phone, but I still wanted to get some in again this year because I know I recorded last year as well. But there's like a kitty fur or something that keeps tickling me. Always with the kitty furs. So it was really great weather yesterday. It was like 65 and it just felt kind of like fall, and today even more so feels like fall. Today I think is like 56 and it's been raining on and off, and I just love it. Like, it makes my little Washingtonian heart sing. I just love it. I love fall. I love that we're getting into fall. Oh, I'm so excited. So yesterday it just felt so nice to be outside because it wasn't humid and terrible and ugh. So we had gotten there and wandered around a bit. We didn't really participate in any workshops or anything like that, which is something I would love to do for a change, but every single time Pagan Pride comes around, I tend to be, my background changed and now it's full light. Every time Pagan Pride comes around, I tend to be, I can't even see the cursor. What does that say? Okay. I'm so blind. There we go. A little less jarring, I hope. There are airplanes flying over. I tend to be really kind of tight on money. This year I was so tight that I honestly couldn't even buy anything but food. So that was kind of hard to go through and see all these pretty things and not be able to get them. But that's sort of the life of being a one-income family. Sometimes we have to be careful. So at least I got to go, and that's all that mattered. But they did do a free altar swap thing this year, which I thought was the coolest idea. So I actually went through and kind of purged a few of my things, and I brought a box of, I think, like 10 items, and I laid them on the table. One of them was a fairy statue, and probably about 25 minutes later, I see this little girl walking with my fairy statue, and she's like clutching it close to her. You can see she's just so happy about having this thing. And I just looked at her and I was like, I hope you enjoy my statue. And I think it was her grandmother that was with her, and she was like, she's so happy. So that was really, really cool to be able to do that. It just made me really happy. So I only grabbed a few things from the altar swap table myself. I donated more than I took, which I was happy about. But the first thing was this. They had a handful of these on the table, these little wood burned. They have various different designs on them. I don't know, I just thought it was really pretty, so I grabbed it. And then they had this little tea light holder with these leaves in etched glass, like frosted glass. So I think I'm gonna take paint and actually paint these for the 4 seasons. And then the only other thing I grabbed was this beautiful kind of lotus-like blue plate. Thought it was very pretty. So I really, really liked that they did that, because we all have things that we could swap and purge or no longer resonate with. So I thought it was fantastic. They have so many resources at Pagan Pride as well, and I think so many that I'm not even fully aware of. And they have so many different vendors for local vendors and stuff for everybody who's kind of got their own little small business. Sorry guys, still getting over it. Now I've got fall allergies too, which used to not be a thing anymore or before, and now suddenly that I'm older, I guess I get allergies in the fall and spring. But so I kind of I think I kind of underestimate the presence of the pagan community here in Minnesota, and I want to be more involved, but it's kind of hard enough for me to do anything right now with my kids being as little as they are. But I've always wanted to attend a class. The last time I attended a class in the community here, I think it was like 2010, I took a crystal class, and it was really fun. But I've been just dying to do a tarot class. And the last 3 or 4 times that one has come up that I have tried to go to, something has made it so I couldn't go. So it's kind of hard because it's something I really, really want to do, and when you're a stay-at-home parent, your identity pretty much goes to your kids. So when you have a chance to do something that you're really passionate about and it gets taken away from you, you're kind of like, okay. So that can be a struggle, and I'm hoping that I get another opportunity to do something great. But we'll see. But the pagan community here is just, it really is so large. It seems like Pagan Pride grows every year, and we also have a convention here in the spring called Pagan, and I have wanted to go since it started, because it started up while I was living here, and I think the tickets are like $60 for a pass, so I just haven't been able to, it's hard for me to, that's a lot of money. So I'm hoping that maybe I can go at some point, but I've just really, really wanted to go to that and attend some workshops and stuff. I just think having that sort of in-class or group experience might be something that I need for a change, because I tend to do things so solitary, and I love being solitary. I really do, but I wouldn't mind taking a class every now and then. I wouldn't mind going to a group discussion. I wouldn't mind having more experiences with like-minded people. And that's why I came to YouTube, is because I wanted to have those experiences. But with that being said, Pagan Pride was really fun. Even though I, couldn't get all the pretty things, I still had a great time. I hung out with some great friends. I had some really good food. I got fish tacos at Sea Salt, which is amazing. I met up with Trish, who is Beanbaghagwag, and I got to give her a big hug, and it was really great to see her. So yeah, the only thing that was missing this year, I feel like, was I was really hoping that Rakelle, the Thebarefoottaurus, would have drove up from Wisconsin to come hang out with us, but hopefully we can snag her next year, or maybe we can go to I'm blanking on the name, I'm sorry, Rakelle. There's a gathering that Selena Fox does that's in Wisconsin, so I always wanted to go to that too. But I don't know, it just would be nice to have a little bit more of these experiences, and it's usually finances or lack of being able to travel that tends to stop me. But still, so far the last few years I've been able to make it to Pagan Pride consistently, and I have enjoyed it quite a bit. My throat, but yeah, I had a really great time, and I just I did pick up some I did pick up some information from some of the local groups, so hopefully I can kind of check out their websites and all that stuff. Speaking of websites, our very own Drew here on YouTube, who is Shewhowalksbetweentheworlds, recently launched her own website for her business, Creations from the Hollow. So she's worked really hard on it, and I did want to do a quick shout out and link that down below for you guys. Her products are awesome. I have some of her candles and I love them. I also have a prosperity charm. I recently used that in a prosperity spell of mine too. So I will link her channel and her website down below, as well as Trish, Beanbaghagwag, and Rakelle, the Thebarefoottaurus, so you can check out their channels as well. But with that being said, I think that's kind of all I wanted to say today on my experiences with Pagan Pride and all that stuff. Tune in tomorrow for my next video, because I'm going strong on this 30-day challenge. I think, this is day 11, I'm pretty sure? I think so. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm going to put my highly reflective glasses back on so I can actually see. Yay. Bless be, guys.